Hi, Aquarius Seeker. Welcome back to the Existential Shift. Happy December. Seven of Swords. Why do you need to act like the most clever person in the room when you're already the smartest person in the room? Smart trumps cleverness. There is an actual path that is straightforward that gets you to the same place faster, better, healthier, better karma, without the twirls and the go-arounds. But it's almost like you tell yourself this is the only way because it makes it interesting. Four of Cups. Because you feel insecure about the direct approach. No, that won't work. No, they won't like it. They won't accept it. They won't appreciate it. They won't understand it. They won't understand it. Are you sure they won't understand it? People can understand things. Give them a little bit more credit. You're going around it, not because they're not going to get it, but because of something else that makes you do it. It's hard to say what it is exactly. Beneficial, it's not. It's a projection of insecurity. It's not that I don't think the direct, straightforward, clear approach will work for me. It's just it won't work for them. They won't get it. So I gotta go around. This will possibly backfire and won't get you the wished result. It may make you look bad. You may deny it and say, I meant perfectly well. It's their issue. They don't get it. Oh, okay. We're doing that again. What won't they get? Common sense, sincerity, courage, respect. That's what they won't get. You may not have gotten those things. You may not have been honored with those things in the past. And so somehow you redirect it towards people you're dealing with or to this situation. You can't give what you've never received. I'm not saying you've never been honored. Absolutely not. Of course you have. You're brilliant. You've been honored. But it's in the little things, seemingly insignificant, from the closest people to you, that you would have appreciated a more direct approach, a more sincere approach. And sometimes you just didn't get that. You just didn't receive that benefit of the doubt. And that's the cause for you not giving benefit of the doubt to others. It's not because they're truly dumber. I get it. You are very, very smart. And sometimes that means that other people in comparison to you aren't so much so. And yet they are. Try. Because if you will maintain the cycle will be maintained. 10 of Cups in the reverse. This could have to do with a very close loved one. This could have to do with family. This could have to do with the notion and the idea of happiness and loyalty and love and serenity and peace and sense of community that you feel is slipping between your fingers in your attempt to keep it together, although noble and right and true. Consider the way. Because you can't uphold sincerity with lack of sincerity. You can't uphold love and respect without giving love and respect. Not surface level, under the surface level. True love, true respect. The thing they have in common with these cards right now in this energy is a type of avoidance. Wanting other people to take responsibility and accountability, but not taking responsibility and accountability ourselves. That is a bubble that will inevitably explode. Aquarius, I'm not trying to be harsh on you. When I press play, I don't know what cards will come out. I don't know the energy that I will tap into. It happens. And I ask to tap to the collective energy of my Aquarian seekers. So, it seems like something you need to hear. And if there's a sign that can appreciate truth, is you. But I want you to consider the possibility that others can too. Too many cards. Don't give the partial truth or the partial reason or the partial explanation because you think that's the most the other person can deal with. They will see right through it and they won't appreciate it, just like you wouldn't appreciate it. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. I'll feel this card and see how it wants to express itself during the reading. Right now it's just there. Show me more, please, for Aquarius for December. Oh. Queen of Pentacles. So the direction is picking up stable heart. It's having a stable heart. It's having a stable mindset. It's being grounded in reality, but more so in your truth. If this Queen of Pentacles is possibly, I'm actually picking up on an energy outside of you. If this person is not you, meaning when I say outside of you, if this is not you, look at the imagery. This doesn't seem benevolent towards this queen. This actually screams betrayal. Now remember, you can always reverse the roles, Aqua. Okay? but I'm telling the story as it's coming out. These are general readings. Place yourself within the narrative. But a Queen of Pentacles represents these ideas of directness, honesty, authenticity, beauty in simplicity, right? It's the element of earth, and she's the master, the feminine master of this element, of the realm of earth, which bears life and fruit, but also hold everything accountable to being what it is. A tree is a tree, a plant is a plant, a rock is a rock, dirt is dirt, right? And that holds nature's equilibrium, that very powerful simplicity. That powerful simplicity of things are what they are is the very thing that manifests all life in all its complexity and versatility. So, simplicity creates beautiful complexity, but it has to start with that honest simplicity. And that is an energy that is trying to teach this energy just that. Now, this Queen of Pentacles, she's minding her business. She's minding her coin. She's minding her seat. She's minding her environment, her work, her life, whatever, her schedule. This is an energy that leads by example. So Aquarius, if this is you, keep doing you and let others swirl around you trying to do whatever it is they're doing. But if it's the other way around, like we started, and you're the one who's trying to go around things, beat around the bush, the only way this Queen of Pentacles will turn around to speak to you is if you'll simply say, hi, ABC, to reflect ABC, not XYZ. Not ABC hiding XYZ, intending DEF. ABC hiding ABC, intending ABC. Not because she can't understand complexity, but because she has zero patience for things that are a waste of energy. Being a grand manifester of life on earth requires extremely intelligent, accurate use of energy. Very discerning. More so discerning than the air element, you'll be surprised. Queen of Pentacles is more discerning than the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords likes ideas and philosophy. But the Queen of Pentacles, she likes them all right, but when she's building something, she will not waste energy on anything that isn't tangible and applicable to what it is she's building. Not because she doesn't like it or appreciate it, because she knows there's no room for that. So I don't know what you're trying to build with this person, but it's in the reverse because the approach, I'm just going to say it, is somewhat disrespectful. Okay? All right. Don't yell at the screen saying, it's not me, it's them. I believe you. It could be the other way around. It's okay. Maybe you're a cross watcher and you're the one, experiencing that. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know you. I speak the energy that comes out, right? Take it or leave it, love. Take it or leave it. That's something a Queen of Pentacles will say. Look, this is what we need to build this table. Or this is what is required to build this house. Or this is what is required to get through that. She's just discerning. Cleans all the BS around to the point. But it seems to be too much to the other person. Maybe it's too much for you. Maybe you're feeling like the simplicity is too much for you. Okay. When we get used to intricacies and complexities and the long path to our destination, suddenly the short, simple path seems awfully threatening. And yet, at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. That's the one that works. The short, simple path towards a gate that presents itself with no complexity and with no issues is this Ace of Pentacles. The element that holds all other elements. Water flow on the earth. Fire burns on top of the earth. Air airs on top of earth. From this dimension, earth is the main element that sustains all other elements. And yet this vast, powerful realm seems inappropriate to some of you. Maybe fixed air is worried to be buried under that earth. But there are canals underground that hold roots and other creatures and caves, and fixed air can actually blossom. But from outside the earth, looking at the plane, it seems awfully terrifying. That thing that gives so much life and so much truth is oh so scary when all it does is simply be itself. People who are absolutely themselves with no apologies and no need to be anything else are scary. Where do they get that? How dare they make it seem so simple when for us it's so challenging? We assume that it must be very, very complicated. So we approach them with complexities. Aqua, my best advice for you, if this resonates with you, is to be very, very true and simplify the situation with this person and be very, very honest. 9 of Wands, the Devil, 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords. Someone really doesn't want to be honest. They don't want to. To them, it is perceived as weakness. As loss of control that they must hold on to by any means. Can you imagine a seed refusing to be planted in the earth, terrified it will be buried and die? It doesn't know that that's the very thing that will manifest its higher capacity of existence. That's this person here, Aqua. A seed terrified of earth. No, don't create me. No, don't feed me. No, don't hold me. No, that's just trying to hurt me. The Star. And finally, here you are in your full glory, what you can absolutely be. This is you after being planted in the earth, growing from the seed to the star in the heaven, to a tree with branches touching the sky. Okay? You gotta go to the Pandora box. You gotta open the Pandora box and let out all the demons in order to reach hope and true love and purity and find the fountain of youth. The fountain of youth is in the bottom of the earth. Requires digging, requires being planted. It requires a quiet, consistent risk. Of going within and being brutally honest with ourselves. And that's the only thing that will allow us to be brutally honest with others. Brutally is not the right word. But you're getting my point. How can we speak truth to others if we're lying to ourselves? If I'm deceiving myself, okay? If I'm telling myself everything except for the actual poignant truth, and I'm avoiding admitting to myself what is the issue at hand, by default, whatever I will say to someone else will also be deceitful. Maybe not out of intent, but because I believe my own lie, so I will speak that lie. And what if the person in front of me can see right through it? And so they will tell me, you're lying. And I'll be, how dare you? I am not lying. I speak the truth. I do. Because this person here genuinely believes themselves. That's how deep they've gotten themselves in that maze. The way to is actually super simple. And if you're in a maze that gets you everywhere other than to that place you wish to get to, and you just go deeper and deeper into that maze thinking, well, that's life. That's how things are. In order for me to get from here to there, from A to B, it's got to be complicated. So you stay in that complexity and in that long route. And you will stay there. Just fly above it. Just jump above it. Go to a parallel route and see that from A to B, you can either go like this, like you were in the maze and never leave it forever. And it's so close, you know it's so close, but you're there. Or if you jump parallel, you're like, oh, like the air route. You're air, Aqua. Saturn is coming into your sign. Saturn is going to break on the 19th of December. It's going to break down in the next couple of years all of these mazes, all these walls and routes and intricacies that you've built yourself. Underground, above ground, whatever. To show you the simplest route from A to B. To teach you that it actually takes a lot of wisdom to do the simple thing, the right thing, the true thing. And to over complex everything, yeah, it's clever. Sometimes a little smart. But you're Aquarius, you're into wisdom. You're into the sciences that are also spiritual and wise. It's your thing, you dig it. But you won't let yourself go there fully. Also, someone is avoiding at all cost. Well, it's not also, but someone is avoiding at all costs to tell the truth. Has been. Towards the end of the month, we have this finally. An honest approach. A real, genuine conversation. Maybe someone is trying to talk to you at this time and you feel the bullshit and you're like, okay, you're not actually being honest. And maybe there will be another attempt from them at the end of the month, and then you'll feel it a lot more sincere. And this could be the other way around, Aqua, right? And maybe there's also a yanking. The 17th, when Jupiter goes into your sign. The star is 17. On the 17th of December, Jupiter also goes into your sign. From Capricorn. Moves from Capricorn to Aquarius. This will be very meaningful for you. This will feel very, very good and more airy, and you'll feel better. But it will also break down a lot of stuff that you've been holding off on breaking down. There is ascension here. We have the Capricorn Aqua transition right here. From self-entanglement and self-shackles to freedom. Freedom of mind, freedom of heart, freedom of spirit, oh my. When the mind feels obsessed over overthinking, when the mind thinks that overthinking is the right thinking, it's a very tough cycle to leave, to break out of. It causes deflection, vacillating, detachment, denial, physical burden, because when you don't let your body just do what it knows is true for it, and instead you just kind of chew it up, the thinking of it, it brings your energy down. It suppresses it. One or two more cards, please, for December, for Aquarius. 9 of Cups. The end of the month looks really, really good. Massive improvement. We go from 10 of Cups in the reverse to 9 of Cups in the upright. You got to start with yourself before you move on to others, right? Heal yourself, then you can heal others. Strengthen yourself, then you can strengthen others. The star and the 9 of Cups, that's a major wish fulfillment energy. Something that you've been wishing for or hoping for could quite literally come to you, or you will come to it. It depends on who you are in the story. It could very much so be love, but I'm also picking up on like something that you just really wished for. So it could be a work opportunity, a win of some sort. I have 2 9s and 2 10s on the table. There's a big, huge completion of a way of thinking, of a mindset, possibly of toxicity. I think Saturn, when it will leave Capricorn and enter you, I think it will yank something out of you, out of your system. And it will feel very, very, very elevating and liberating. If someone cheated, been unfaithful, or just deceitful, and the other person wasn't aware, they're going to become aware. Like they're going to know, and then they're going to pursue a more truthful, loving connection. Again, this could be you, this could be someone else. Some of you are pushing away love because you're afraid of it, because you've learned that love is pain. So there's somewhat of a need to teach yourself something else, right? The end of the month comes with a very loving approach. And I feel like you might find yourself in a different environment. You may have been in an environment that was really pulling you down somehow, like really burdening you, making you feel like you can't be yourself. It's almost like you had to walk a maze, right? And there's a sense of freedom at the end of the month, like maybe you're changing, maybe you're moving somewhere, or you're just traveling somewhere in nature that kind of opens your chakras and make you feel better. Okay guys, I'm going to continue this reading focusing on love. Here, you can look at the cards. I'm going to continue this reading focusing on your love life. It will be an extended link to it is below. You can find it over on Patreon and on Vimeo. Would love to have you join my Patreon. I want to thank all my patrons and my channel members for your support of me and the channel. You make this possible, so thank you. And all my seekers ought to be grateful for you because you're sustaining this, so that's great. And if you're new, subscribe, press the bell button to receive notifications, comment your thoughts. I love reading you guys, and that's it. Yeah, I will see you in a second. Happy holidays, happy December. Namaste. Bye for now.